Hello and welcome to GOA365 News Bulletin with me, Clinton D'Souza. 2018, the Union Budget has been announced, and while keeping in mind that the budget was the first one post-implement of GST, India closely looked at reforms and announcement that the Finance Minister would make. Here's the highlights.
Finance Minister Arun Jaitley has made no changes in the tax slabs. He, however, made concessions by announcing a standard deduction of Rs 40,000 in lieu of transportation and medical reimbursements for salaried employees. Another key announcement is EPF contributions for women that has been reduced to 8% for the first 3 years of employment and 12% government contributions to EPF in sectors employing large number of people. However, there will be no changes in employers' contribution.
The government has made many positive changes in the personal income tax rates applicable to the individuals in the last 3 years. Therefore, I do not propose to make any further changes in the structure of the income tax for individuals. Creation of job opportunities and facilitating generation of employment has been at the core of the policy planning. During the last 3 years, we have taken a number of steps to boost employment and generation in the country. These measures include contribution of 8.33% of the EPF for new employees by the government for 3 years, contribution of 12% to EPF of new employees of 3 years by government sector employing large number of people such as people like textile, leather and footwear.
Emphasizing on moving from blackboard to digital board. This year, digitalization and upgradation in education system also remained a key focus. He announced to set up Eklavya schools for scheduled tribe population, which promises to be at par with Navodaya Vidyalayas.
We now propose to treat education holistically without segmentation from pre-nursery to class 12. Improvement in the quality of teachers can improve the quality of education in the country. We will initiate an integrated B.Ed program for teachers. Training of teachers during the service is extremely critical. We have amended the Right to Education Act to enable more than 13 lakh untrained teachers to get trained. Technology will be the biggest driver in improving the quality of education. We propose to increase the digital intensity in education and move gradually from blackboard to digital board. The government is committed to provide the best quality education to the tribal children in their own environment. To realize this, it has been decided that by the year 2022, every block with more than 50% scheduled tribe population and at least 20,000 tribal people, Eklavya school will be on par with the Navodaya Vidyalayas and will have special facilities for preserving local art and culture besides providing training in sports and skill development.
Another key highlight would be 8 crore free gas connection that government promises to provide women under Ujala Yojana and 4 crore electricity connection to the poor under Saubhagya Yojana. Bureau Report, GOA365.
ये सरकार गरीब की छोटी छोटी चिंताओं और बड़ी बड़ी समस्याओं को दूर करने के लिए लगातार कोशिश करती रही है। गरीब महिलाओं की लकड़ी के धुएं से मुक्ति के लिए मिले, इसके लिए प्रधानमंत्री जी ने उज्ज्वला योजना शुरू की थी। शुरुआत में 5 करोड़ गरीब महिलाओं को मुफ्त गैस कनेक्शन का लक्ष्य रखा था, लेकिन इस योजना की गति को देखकर महिलाओं इसकी लोकप्रियता को देखते हुए इसका लक्ष्य बढ़ाने जा रहे हैं। अब सरकार उज्ज्वला योजना के तहत 8 करोड़ गरीब महिलाओं को मुफ्त गैस कनेक्शन देगी। देश में हर गरीब के घर में रोशनी पहुंचे, इसके लिए सरकार द्वारा प्रधानमंत्री सौभाग्य योजना की शुरुआत की गई है। इस योजना के तहत देश के 4 करोड़ गरीब घरों को बिना की कोई शुल्क के बिजली कनेक्शन से जोड़ा जा रहा है।
So how does the budget impact you and me and to the country in this entirely? We will cut across straight to Goa Chamber of Commerce, where think tank analyze the budget.
The budget has been on the expected lines as such. I would see in the farm sector, Operation Green has been announced with 500 crore worth of the outlay, and this will ensure that that kind of a farmer would be given a huge amount of a relief. There are also other schemes for the farmers. Bamboo mission is something which is being talked about for the first time, because bamboo is a good kind of a crop with a fast kind of yield. So these are the two things which is there. Also, we were so far talking about cooperative sector, which was the route which was followed by the farmers and the farming community. Now we have been also talking about having a companies, and we have been given tax exemption for the purpose of the farming sector. One thing which I really appreciate, and this is something I think in the days which are going to come will be talked about, is the kind of universal health care. For the first time, we have been talking about, as I said in the earlier stage, Obama care and the Trump care. Now we are going to have a Modi care, that is Ayushman Bharat. 10 crores worth of the families, which is actually equivalent to almost 50 crores worth of the population, getting in universal health care by way of up to 5 lakh rupees is a great step.
Budget has been quite positive. It has been accepted positively by trade, by industry. But like you know, we are always expecting more from budgets to come. If you look specifically at trade, which we are connected with, maybe tourism, there's nothing very specific about tourism that has come in this budget. If you look about retail, there is nothing that addresses retail other than talking about the benefits that go to MSMEs. Overall, yes, the budget is positive, though the markets, as you see, has started dipping. But markets are never an indicative of a good or a bad budget. I should think that it's a positive sign. Agriculture is benefiting, so I think that will bring in a lot of cold chain and other kind of farm to fork kind of benefits.
From a business perspective, last year itself the finance minister had extended the benefit of lower taxation to SME enterprises, wherein he had reduced the taxation from 30% in a phased manner to 25% for the last financial year. This benefit was allowed for companies with a turnover of up to 50 crores. This year they have extended this benefit further, covering it up to turnover of 250 crores. So what effectively that does is, last year up to 97% of the companies were covered. This year another 2% have been covered. So effectively 99% of the companies are now under the 25% tax bracket.
The government is in process of creating data bank of unemployed youth in the state. Government will also launch a scheme of unemployed youth in the state shortly. The Revenue Minister Rohan Kaunte made this announcement at the press interaction with reporters at the Secretariat at Porvorim on Thursday. Data of the unemployed youth will be linked with the Aadhaar card. Also, all data will be correlated with the Labour Department, Employment Exchange and various departments to get a realistic idea of the employer scene in the state.
I took over this department. We realized that the data which is there with the Employment Exchange is different from that data which is there in the Labour Department. Labour also separate, employment also separate. Employment Exchange and ज्या लोकांची नावां आसा, there were duplicacy of names because they have at graduated level, they have continuously upgraded themselves and maybe one or two duplication of names जाल्ली आसा. दुसरें म्हणल्यार that particular person is working somewhere but looking for a government job, म्हणून ताणें employment exchange केला and he is showing himself over there. And third is the unemployed youth who is actually looking for unemployment. What data gather karta astana, this will be all Aadhaar linked, which will give us actual factual position of the employment scenario of the state. As we are looking forward in this coming year to create a scheme for the unemployed youth. He sadhya is in discussion stage with Honorable CM, but we are looking at giving a scheme for the unemployed youth. Industrial data, industries-चा data, employees-चा data and employers-चा data. We have taken this month as a deadline for us to complete all these things as far as labor and employment is concerned.
All industrial estates and high schools will have sanitary napkin dispensing units from April 2018. The Labour Welfare Board decided at its meeting held on Thursday.
Providing napkins as a sanitary. Now there are three ways of doing it. Whether to give financial assistance, second way is to procure the product and then give it to them, and the third way is installing dispensing machines in the industrial estate wherever it is in the government primary schools. Among the three, we find that installing dispensing machines is the good way of doing it. so that, because women should not hesitate also. Though the finer points will be discussed in the subcommittee how to do it, but this scheme we are going to go ahead from 1st of April. From both the boards we are going to implement it, Goa Labour Welfare Board as well as Goa Building and Construction Workers Welfare Board.
Our video journalist Viraj Kamath from Porvorim. In many ways, one can say that chicken have come to roost the Panchayat Minister Mervyn Goodino. The case filed by Chief Minister Manohar Parrikar when Mervyn was in the Congress and the Power Minister alleging a multi-crore power scam has gone to the apex court, which has declined to give him any relief.
The court told Mervyn that he should withdraw his petition and argue before North Goa Special Court under the Prevention of Corruption Act. GOA365 spoke to opposition leaders on this latest development, given that Mervyn is a member of BJP now and the minister in the cabinet.
He केजीक सोल्यूशन आसचें ना अशें म्हाका दिसता कांय वर्सां आसचें ना कितले वर्सांनी कितें जातलें हें आमकां खबर ना म्हणटकीर पयलीं हांव दोशी म्हणटा आमच्या कोर्ट सिस्टमाक वा ही गजाल फ्रेमींग ऑफ चार्जीसाची तुमकां 20 वर्सां लागलीं ठरोवपाक हातूंत न्याय संस्थेक जावपाचें कितें म्हणटकीच आतां ही चार्ज फ्रेम जातली चार्ज फ्रेम जातली पूण चार्ज फ्रेम नंतर हाजो निकाल जावपाक कितली वर्सां लागतली हे न्यायाक न्याय मेळटलो लोकांक न्याय मेळटलो काय कितें हो म्हाका प्रश्न पडटा.
जेन्ना एक कंप्लेनंट जेन्ना कंप्लेन फायल करता तेन्ना ताका खबर आसता की ताणें जी कंप्लेन फायल केल्या तातूंत भितर कितले तथ्य आसतलें. सो आज मुख्यमंत्री मनोहर पर्रीकर जे आज ताजे कंप्लेनंट आसा तांकां जर ही कंप्लेन जर तांणी फक्त पॉलिटिकल मोटिवेशन धरून जर केल्ली आसत ताका लागून तरी पूण आज जे तांकां कॅबिनेट मंत्री अजून दवरल्यात हाजे वयल्यान दिसता आनी ताजे खातीर आमची एक मागणी आसा की मुख्यमंत्री पर्रीकरान आयदर लोकां मदीं येवन सांगचें तरी की आपणे जी पळय जी तांचेर कंप्लेन घाल्ली आसा ती फक्त एक पॉलिटिकल वेंडेटा म्हणून आपणे घाल्ली कारण जरी तर तातूंत तथ्य आसा जर आनी तथ्य आसा आनी तरी पूण इतलें आसून सुद्दां कॅबिनेट तर तांकां अजून शेअर करपा दिता ताजी इतली दुर्दैवाची गोश्ट आसना.
Our reporters Viraj Kamath in Panji and Ramesh Naik Rawat in Madgaon.
We will take a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. Nobel laureate for medicine Christiano Walhard said basic research should be pointed as very important part of science ways not directly aimed at discovering something in medicine, agriculture or technology. She said that it's important just to understand the complicated issues in biology that has been resulted in discoveries.
A 5-day program titled Nobel Prize Series was inaugurated at Kala Academy on Thursday. Chief Minister Manohar Parrikar inaugurated the program along with 5 Nobel laureates. The 5 laureates are Sergei Haroche, winner of Physics Prize in 2012, Thomas Lindahl for Chemistry in 2015, J. Michael Bishop for Medicine in 1989, Richards J. Roberts for Medicine in 1993, and Christian Walhard for Medicine in 1995.
Basic research should be pointed out as a very important part of science where it's not directly aimed at discovering something helping in medicine or in agriculture or in technology, but just to understand complicated issues in biology have been quite important as the fundamental research which then later often led to important medical discoveries.
We are setting up 2 new education hubs in the state. We seek to develop the capacity of our human capital, most precious resource, into knowledge powerhouse that fuels our nation's growth and addresses our most critical development issues through innovation. We would like to assure this august gathering that we will ensure that we carry forward the model built by this event around the momentum built by this event around the importance of breakthroughs in scientific research.
Our video journalist is Shachik in Panji.
Many bus stands in the state are in pathetic state. There are no proper facilities, not even proper approach roads. As a result, passengers suffer. Authorities have been giving regular assurance on fixing these issues, but the performance has been mixed and laterally is in norms. Look at these visuals of Mapsa bus stand. It is crying for the attention of the authorities. Buses and other vehicles are parked however and whatever they want. There is no proper system. Old scrap buses are also occupying spaces. And sadly, there is no basic facilities for the passengers. Same in case of Bicholim bus stand. Another controversy here is whether there are any initiatives to approve and to improve the state of the stand. Its structure is age-old and needs repairs as early as possible. Is anybody bothered? On the other side is the Marcel bus stand. This bus stand has been renovated and repair work completed. But locals say that there is some other confusion because of incomplete paperwork and hence it cannot be opened up for public. Bus halt at the roadside and they cannot use the bus stand.
वो प्रोजेक्ट करता असताना सगळे पेपरवर्क सारको नासतात. पयलीं कामां चालू केली गडबडीन आनी आतां कंप्लीट जाल्या उपरांत लोकांक ते पेपरवर्क जाला काय ना तो लोकांक लागना. लोकांक जाय आसता फॅसिलिटी घेवपाच्यो आनी लोक आमकां हें आसा कित्याक जायना काय म्हणून अजून म्हणून सरकारा कडेन विनंती आसा ते पेपरवर्काचें काम कितें आसा तें तुमी तुमचें करून घेया फटाफट आनी लोकांक ज्यो साधन सुविधा मेळपाच्यो आहा त्यो लोकांक बेगीनच्या बेगीन मेळोवन दिवच्यो. कडेकसूनच कॉलेजचो रस्तो आसा त्या रस्त्याकूच आमचे पंचायत म्हणजे चुया वचपाक आंब्यावड्या वचपाक सगळे फुडें बिचोले वचपाचो रोड आसा त्या रोडाक सगळे लोक वाटेकूच पार्किंग करतात. कॉलेजची भुरगीं तितूनच्या तितून चलोवन वयतात आनी खुबशे जाणां एक्सिडेंट जातात मदींच झगडीय जाता म्हणून बेगीनच्या बेगीन हो बस स्टँड करचो असो रिक्वेस्ट आसा.
सगळें जाल्लें काम हें पण तो अजूनय स्टार्ट जायना कित्याक तो कांय खबर ना. गव्हर्मेंटाक कितें प्रॉब्लेम जाला तो कितें गव्हर्मेंटाक कितें आहा तें तेंच्यांनी ते सगळे हें करून पयस करून हो बस स्टँड बेगीच्या बेगीन स्टार्ट करता. कित्याक लोकांचें इतकें हांगा कंजक्शन जाल्या ट्रॅफिकाक हे ते लोक सामके रेडी आसून कित्याक जायना काय अशें विचार लोकांचे कितें पॉलिटिकली कितें प्रॉब्लेम आसा काय कितें हेजो लोकांक विचार पडलेलो आहा. ते गव्हर्मेंटान सगळें पयस करून हो बेगीच्या बेगीन बस स्टँड start करतो.
Our reporters Sandeep Kamulkar in Mapsa, Mahesh Govekar in Bicholim and Krishna Naik in Marcel. Ponda locals are upset over the lack of parking. They say due to the haphazard parking, they do not get even place to walk. They have demanded the Ponda municipality introduce pay parking in the town and allow traffic to flow smoothly. Roads are also dug at various places and this adds to inconvenience. As there is no parking space to park, people use no parking zones. As GOA365 highlighted earlier, there was space at Indra Market, but guards were stationed there. Locals have demanded immediate action from the authorities on this issue.
सगळीकडे प्रॉब्लेम जाला. आता वता ते रस्तेच खणल्या फिरपा रस्तोच ना. फोंड्या एरियेन रस्तो ना तर फोन मारले वतच नाही फोन मारता तेका आनी फोन मारपाक आनी ताळतंत्र कांयच ना. गेलो थारेला फोन मारता. म्हाका तसो पयर वचपाक आसतना प्रॉब्लेम जालो. वता जाल्यार थंय तो फोन मारला आनी तो गाडी घेवन गेला फुडें आनी वतलो जाल्यार फुडें वतलो जाल्यार रस्तो ना. पार्किंग सोय जावपाकूच जाय आनी तशेंच जालून आमकां बसी बिसी थंय कदंबा बस स्टँडार व्हेल्यो जाल्यार आमकां सिटी बसी दवरून लोकांक व्हरपाचे प्रयत्न जावपाक जाय.
फोंड्या पार्किंगेक खूब प्रॉब्लेम जाल्लो आसा. त्या लागून म्हागेलो एक विचार आसा की म्युनिसिपालिटीन किंवा थोड्या प्रायवेट यांनी पे पार्किंग करचें जेणे करून गव्हर्मेंटाक एक रेवेन्यू मेळचो आनी आमकां एक पार्किंगेची शिस्त लागून सगळ्यांक आमकां पार्किंग वेवस्थीत करपाक मेळचें.
आनी पुलीस
त्या लागून म्हणजे आमी पर्सनली पार्किंग वेवस्थीत करतकच पुलिसांची आमकां कांयच गरज लागपाना. त्या लागून त्यांची ड्युटी बरी जातली आनी आमकां एक कोणाचो कंप्लेंट त्रास कांयच जावपाना.
कारण आपल्याकडे ट्रॅफिक सेन्स नसल्यासारखं पार्किंग केलं जातं. ही नो पार्किंग एरिया आहे. या नो पार्किंग एरियामध्ये नेहमी बाईक्स पार्क केलेले असतात. मुळात ही बिल्डिंग जेव्हा बांधली तेव्हा याला पार्किंग काही ठेवलेलं नाही. सरकारी दरबारी जे काम करतात प्लॅन पास करतात ते काय करतात माहीत नाही पण या पार्किंगमुळे प्रॉब्लेम होतो आणि असा प्रत्येक ठिकाणी होतो. आपल्याकडे ते इंदिरा मार्केटची जागा अवेलेबल आहे तिथं पाहिजे तर पार्क करा किंवा पार्किंगची दुसरी स्पेस करा पण लोकांना चालण्यासाठी जागा ठेवा. कोणीतरी इकडे लक्ष देईल का?
Our reporter Krishna Naik in Ponda. We will take a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. At long last, Goenkas are going to get coconuts at a reasonable rate. The Mahila Congress first sold coconuts at subsidized rates, then pushed to the wall. The government too began to sell the cheap coconuts on Thursday. Sale began at Margaon and Panchi, and you need to have a LPG car to buy the nuts. On 26 January, Agriculture Minister Vijay Sardesai had announced that from February 1st, coconuts will be available at ₹20 at all horticulture kiosks per family on the LPG cards. And yes, on February 1st, this scheme began. One can buy these subsidized price coconuts at the horticulture outlets and per family can take 15 coconuts every fortnight. Coconuts of different sizes are being offered for sale.
आज 10 ते 15,000 नाल प्रोक्युअर केल्ले हॉर्टिकल्चर कॉर्पोरेशनान हे सगळ्या आउटलेटांक सप्लाय जावपाक सुरवात जाल्ली आहा. 2 ते 3 दिसांनी सगळे गोंयकारांक हॉर्टिकल्चर आउटलेटान ना जाल्यार गोवा बागायतदार हे 3 कॅटेगरीचे नाल म्हळ्यार 250 भरतीचे 180 भरतीचे आणि 120 भरतीचे हे 3 नाल फ्रॉम 15 रुपीज टू 20 रुपीज म्हळ्यार 15, 18 आणि 20 अशे 3 रेटींनी सगळे गोंयकारांक अवेलेबल जातले. ही डिस्ट्रिब्युशनाची क्रायटेरिया अशी आहा की 15 नाल्ला वयर एक मनीस घेवंक शकता बरें. एक वन टायम 15 फॉर फोर्टनायट. हांवें म्हणिल्लें की एक फॅमिलीक एक नाल्ल लागता गोंयांत दिसाक. सो इन किपींग विथ दॅट वी आर गिवींग 15 पर फोर्टनायट. आनीक LPGचे कार्ड ते आमी वापरतात. हे कार्ड हॉर्टिकल्चर आउटलेटाचेरूय एप्लिकेबल आसतलें आनीक बागायतदारांनूय तेंच एप्लिकेबल आसतलें. हे रेप्लिकेट करूंक मेळचें न्ही, तातूंत ब्लॅक मार्केटान नाल्ल वचचें न्ही म्हणून हे LPG पिक्चरान हाडिल्लें आहा.
Vijay himself was selling coconuts at Fatorda. Watch this.
Finally, we are in a democracy. Everybody has a right to an opinion. Congress activists, especially the Mahila Congress activists, have sought clarifications about this scheme. So that is why I have made it. I have elaborated in detail as to what this scheme is all about. I would want them to come and buy the coconuts also, because they should not only be seen that it was done as a token gesture. There is actually a coconut shortage. We accept there is a coconut shortage. It is not out of a particular political party or a particular government. It is because of systemic issues that are involved. There is huge export of coconut happening at the moment. Export is mainly on account of winters in Russia, Germany, where it is going for cosmetic purposes. There is also a great use of coconut virgin oil now. Now that medically it has been seen that coconut is healthier than other varieties of oil.
Not only Agriculture Minister but Chief Minister Manohar Parrikar was also seen distributing and selling coconuts in his constituency on Thursday morning. Parrikar said that coconuts is a staple in Goa and hence should be available at reasonably priced and available for all.
की नाल्ल हो लोकांक योग्य किमतीन पावोवपाचो, त्या प्रमाणे होलसेल रेट आहा तसो आमी नाल्ल लोकांक दिता आनी ताजे जे कितें मार्जीन आनी ट्रान्सपोर्टेशन आहा तो सरकार बेर करता.
स्कीम कशी चलतली?
स्कीम आतां सध्या 2 म्हयन्यांक केल्या. नाल्लाचे रेट कशे आसा त्या प्रमाणे ठरोवपाचें. कोकोनटचें प्रोडक्शन कमी जावपाचें कारण 2-3 आहा. एक नेशन वायड आंध्र प्रदेशान जे पळय हें जालें सायक्लोन जालें तातूंत कृष्णा आनी गोदावरी खोऱ्यान मोठें पीक जाता कोकोनटचें, थंय शॉर्टेज जालें ताज्या मुळे. दॅट इज वन. गोंया पुरतो विचार करपाचो जाल्यार खेती खूब जाल्या, त्यामुळे 70 सांगे, केपें, काणकोण भागान खेत्यांनी अक्षरशः उच्छाद मांडून नाल्लाचें प्रोडक्शन थोडें ड्रॉप जाला. त्यामुळे टेम्पररी मातशी शॉर्टेज आहा. तातूंतल्यान काही जाण ताचो फायदो घेता. एक्चुअली तुमी बागायतदारान अशी जाल्यार हो नाल्ल तुका 3 रुपया चड एक्स्ट्रा करून मेळटा तांचो मार्जीन. तो मार्जीन आमी बेर करतात.
Our reporter Sandeep Tuekar at Fatorda and video journalist Irshad Sheikh in Panji. The Chief Minister Manohar Parrikar said in country around 50 public transport buses will run on biogas produced in Goa from waste. He stressed on wealth from waste and that Goa was walking the talk. Chief Minister was addressing the gathering at Taligaon Community Hall as a part of Swachh Bharat Abhiyan program. Taligaon Panchayat had organized a program to create this awareness.
बायोगॅस म्हणजे तुमच्या गॅस तुम्ही तयार केलेल्या कचऱ्याचेर तयार जाल्लो गॅस जो आहा ताजेर चलणारी बसूय फुडल्या आठवड्याक केन्ना तरी चालू आनी परमिशनाक रावल्या. ताका पेसोचे दीस इज द फर्स्ट एक्सपेरिमेंट इन इंडिया. आणि येणाऱ्या दिसा भितर फुडल्या 6-8 म्हयन्यांनी घेतली ह्या प्लांटाचे 40-50 वयशी गोंयांत बायोगॅसाचेर करतल्यो.
Our video journalist Viraj Kamath in Panji. A new jetty will be constructed for the Navy and the Coast Guard wet for the backwaters, said Goa Coast Guard DIG Manoj Bhatkar.
DIG Manoj Bhatkar said Indian Coast Guard is the 4th largest Coast Guard in the world. The Coast Guard has so far saved around 931 lives, and in the recent cyclone, the Coast Guard managed to save around 438 lives of fishermen. The Coast Guard in Goa celebrated its 41st Raising Day on Thursday.
In the last 41 years, the Coast Guard has, from a nascent stage, has come to be one of the 4th largest Coast Guard of the world. In the year gone by, we have saved about 931 lives. And in the recent cyclone which hit the west coast of India, we have been able to save 438 lives at sea. There is a proposal where Navy and Coast Guard is going to look for construction of another 350 meters of jetty west of the present breakwater. It's in the nascent stage now, where a board is being formed, and it will be jointly, looked after by both the Navy and the Coast Guard.
Our reporter Hiru Mahale in Vasco.
With that, we have come to the end of this news bulletin. For more news and updates, log on to our website at www.goa365.tv or follow us on Facebook, Goa365 TV. Keep watching Goa365.